Hi, welcome to part 3 of this epic, my workflow. So we've transferred all our files, gathered everything together in a project folder, then synchronized the audio and the video, put the background in, and used the chroma key effect to get rid of the background in the original video. Third part now is editing the video, putting everything together. So I use ACDSee Video Studio 4. Previously I'd used Adobe Premiere Elements to sync everything together. So I've got a template that I'll just open in Video Studio, and I've just called it template. Open that, and what that's got is the intro MP4 that I created, an end card MP4, and it's got some sound files that I put in, like when I'm chewing, things like that, drum beats, loops, chewing, bird sounds, things like that. So I have to add my media to that. So this is what my project bin. So click on the plus sign. I'll go to today's project folder, and here is the synced file that we created in the last one, and these other files like yesterday's diary, the walk, things like that. So add all of those, and then I can start putting the video together now, the final thing, before uploading it to YouTube. So the intro, I'll drag that down to track 1, and I'll start playing that to where I want it to. There. I want to start my video I've recorded. I want to start that there. We'll just have a look to see if I put that back just slightly, just move that video head. Now that's very abrupt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a transition in there. So I'll go to transitions, and it's at the very bottom. It's a gradient wipe, it's called, and I just drag that onto my video. And if I play that again, and there's a gradient wipe, it's called. So I can play this, and now this is where I insert things. I'll say the date in a minute, so I'll add that as I'll put that as a caption. So I'll just play that.
It's Friday, the 8th.
It's the 18th. So at that point, I'll go to captions, plus, let's add a caption, and it's the 18th October 2019. And then continue playing, and that's just put that as a caption in there.
2019. Homemade muesli, onken yoghurt, passion fruit, papaya and mango, I think it is. And I'm ready for this. Bon appetit.
So I'm ready to start eating now. So what I do is I splice this video here. Split, you call it. And I don't want to have just me eating. I mean, it's bad enough without you watching me eating. So what I do is I speed that up. So I'll just play that where I put it in my mouth, and then I'm going to cut that. So that wee part here, this video is now separated. So this wee part here, as a separate video now. And what I'll do is I'll change the speed of this and edit the audio. But I'll continue on. So while I'm chewing, who wants to watch that? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut that out. What I used to do was just speed it up, but I'm going to cut it out completely. And I'll just keep the parts where I spoon it into my mouth. So I'll do all this. I'll show you this one part, and then I'll go through it. I won't record all that. It takes forever to chew muesli. So I think I'm about to eat again. So I'm going to split that file again. And this part here where I'm just chewing, I'm just going to delete it. There we go. Move that back. Join them together. Start playing again. Split that. There's the visual cue where I wipe my mouth. I know that I'm about to start speaking when I do that. So I can cut that, delete it. Now these parts here, I've got all the bits where I'm going to chew, but I'm going to edit those. I'm going to edit the audio, I'm going to mute it, each one, and you have to do that individually. If you try to do them all together, it tells you that you can't do it. You have to select a single clip. So that's the same. So what I'll do, I'll try that. And if I right click on that, I'm going to add clip speed, and I get a message here. Oh no, you have to choose one. So what I'll do is I'll make that 6 times as fast. And you notice that of course reduces the size. So I'll do that for each one. Six times the speed. 6 times the speed. 6 times the speed. I'm just going to make that a bit bigger so I can see what I'm doing. I'll just join them together. There we go. And if I just advance that, right, but I'm going to put some sound in there now. So I'm going to put the bird sound in, which I think is this. I'm just going to save that because sometimes it crashes when I put a sound in. Oh, I'm going to save project as today's, and I'll put today's date in 2019 10/18. And I'll drag that sound file down to here. And I'm going to adjust the size of that so that it matches those clips that I've speeded up. So if I play that now, you hear the bird sound. So, start on the next part, I'm going to start talking now. I'll save that.
I was hungry last night. I went for a walk yesterday afternoon. It was a lovely day.
So at that point, I might put in yesterday's walk in here, and I'll just drag that down to there. Now you notice that puts it in the very centre. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to expand that so people can see it. I'll move that up, and I'll just get rid of that so it's not covering me. And this is a screenshot of Google Maps, and it shows the walk yesterday. Google Maps isn't that accurate. It thinks I went to the golf course there, but I didn't. And I'm just going to expand that, the duration of that. And now if I just played that, it just comes in abruptly.
Lovely day.
Just pops in. I don't want it to do that. I want it to gradually come in. So I'll go to behaviours, and I'll have it, I can slide that in from the top. So if I drag that effect onto the part of the image that I want, and I'll put a transition at the end of that, I'll let it fade out so it just doesn't disappear abruptly, and I've just that. So I'll play that now.
A lovely day.
And it slides in gradually. There we
Lovely
go.
sunshine. So I went along to Bellhaven Bay, then back along Bellhaven Road. So I think it was 5,000.
So where I say, oh dear, where I say the amount of steps it was, I've got a screenshot of that, so I can put that in to where I say that. And the behaviour, I'm just going to move that to the centre. It should snap to the centre. No, it's not doing that. But I'll just put that there anyway. And behaviour, I'll have that slide in from the top as well. And just lengthen that. Transition, I'll have it fade out at the end. So we'll see how that plays.
1,000 steps or something. It's only something like 2.5 miles that walk. Well, it feels longer at times. So I'll go a walk today again, probably this afternoon. I've got deliveries coming.
So I'll save that and continue on.
From Amazon.
Where I waffle on a wee bit.
So,
and then I'll
put yesterday's
split
food diary
it
in.
where I start eating. So I says I'll put the food diary in. So I'll go to media, and I've got a screenshot of yesterday's food diary. That's there. I'm just going to change the duration of that. If I right click on that, rather than just dragging it, I can change the duration that way. And I can say how long. Say I want it to be 25 seconds. There we go. And I'll put and it puts it in the centre, but that's illegible. So I'll drag it out a bit. There we go. You can actually read it. The behaviour, I'll have that sliding in from the top as well. May as well be consistent. And the transition, fade out at the end. Just drag that down to that. So I'll just put that back a bit and see what it is.
I've got deliveries coming from Amazon. So I'll put yesterday's food diary in.
So I've put that in too quickly. So it's where I'm start speaking. Let's have a look.
So yesterday's food diary in. I'm not sure, I think it was somewhere around 1700. Well, you'll see. And I had my muesli in the morning, I think I had a stir fry at lunchtime. And I had a
There's where start eating again. So I'll find the spot.
Get the food processor and just see what it's like. Might be horrible. Anyway.
So I'll cut that, split it. Just got to drag that along. And continue playing. Split that. And just cut out the bit where I'm chewing. Split, delete, move the video head back, close the gap, move the video head, play, spoonful, stop, split, play. These peaks here, that's where I'm scraping the bowl. Waste not, want not. Takes forever to chew. Split that, delete all that, move the video head back, close the gap, the video head to the start. There we go, so I'll just drag that back a little bit. And I'll split that, delete that big long chunk, close the gap. Well, not quite. What I'm going to do, I'm going to edit the audio in these. Mute them, and I'm going to add the clip speed. So on each one I'm just going to zoom in a bit. Each one I'll make it 6 times fast. 6 6 6 6. Just going to move that up there. Right, so I'll close the gap on all these. Just going to get rid of that. Close the gap on these. And then I'll put the sound file in to match that. Change zoom in, zoom out. change the length of that sound file. This, which I just put out of the way, I can close the gap now. We'll just check that. That's fine. I'll just save that. Always save your work. There we go. Delicious.
Delicious. That's nice, that. That was fully nuts this morning as well. Must have clopped together.
So I'll just continue on with that, and at the end I'll put in the end card.
Pardon me.
I don't think there's anything else I've got to insert at this point.
So I've got a pot of
and there we can stop it at that point. I can split that, delete the tail end, and I'm ready to put the end card in. That's a 20-second clip where I put my end cards on YouTube in, and I'm going to put a transition in there, and it's the same as at the beginning, the gradient wipe to join the two parts together, and I'll put a fade out transition at the very end, and we'll just play that to see what it looks like. There's the wipe music. We'll just, that just fades out. That's fantastic. So I'll save that. I'll put it back to the beginning. Save that project. I am now going to export it, render it basically. So produce and share. So I'll just leave these defaults. It's in my workflow folder. No, it's not. That's this is the project I'm doing, showing you what to do. I put it in my today's project folder. It's in videos, projects, October. It's the 18th today, so that's the folder I want it in. And I'll put today's date in. It's 2019. It's the 10th month. It's the 18th day, and I call it no subs because I've got no subtitles in that, and that's just a hangover. I always called that when I used to put the subtitles in. At this stage, I always called this file, the saved file, the finished file, no subs. So I just continue doing that. So then I would just hit produce there, and that'll save that file. But I'm not going to hit that because I'm still recording this. And I can't have two rendering at the same time. The computer's not powerful enough. So I can finish here. So thanks for watching. And hopefully you find this interesting. The next step is adding it to YouTube. Ta-ta for now.